Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 3-day per week, 12 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 376 of our trek, and today is Wisdom Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we will explore for the nuggets of wisdom found in the book of Proverbs, and today we will continue with chapter 12, verses 17 through 28. We are broadcasting from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. On the renovation front, we were able to finish painting the swingset fort, and we are working on painting the exterior trim on the sun porch and front porch. Both areas are quite large, so we are hoping to finish that painting by the end of this next week. Inside, I am continuing to apply polyurethane to the woodwork and both stairwells, with the hope to also finish the floors by the start of next week, so they will have adequate time to dry solid before the reunion on July 4th. Our renovation contractor was in this week and was able to finish up the small amount of crown molding that had to be custom made for the 3 curved areas of the walls, and it turned out really nice. As I look out the office window this week, it appears that both parents and the young Hawks have left for their summer home. We will miss watching them and hope that they will return again next year. But it's now time to go exploring for those precious nuggets of wisdom that are found in Proverbs, and today our title is Truthful Words Stand the Test of Time. Let's start right in with verse number 17. An honest witness tells the truth, a false witness tells lies. Now on the surface, this verse appears very obvious, but if you have ever been in a courtroom during a major trial, you will know that there are many times where lies are made to appear as the truth. I had a friend that went through a very long and drawn-out legal battle where the prosecutor pushed hard for a plea bargain. This would have required him to confess to a lesser crime when he committed no crime at all. Although he had to suffer through the process for 18 months, he finally had his day in court and was vindicated of all the charges because he was steadfast with the truth. In the same way, God desires us to always be honest in our testimony and cling to the truth. Regardless of the circumstances, we need to stand on the truth. Justice will prevail because a false witness will be known for his lies. Verse number 18. Some people make cutting remarks, but the words of the wise bring healing. Cruel words can cut to the very soul of a person, and those who speak them are not wise. You can know if a person is wise by how they talk to and about others. In contrast, a wise person will heal instead of cut. They are willing and ready to heal the wounds of those who have been cut down by those who are unwise. It is our responsibility to be kind and compassionate at all times and in every situation. Verse number 19. Truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are soon exposed. There is no substitute for always telling the truth. Although it may be difficult, there is never a reason to lie. When you practice telling the truth all the time, you never have to be concerned about what you told to whom, because it is the truth and the truth does not change. Our society has become so accustomed to situational ethics that it has become the norm in both personal and business life. Our ethics, which are driven by our integrity, should never be changed based on the situation that we happen to be in from one day to another. Truth does last forever, but those who practice telling lies will soon be exposed for who they truly are, and that is a liar. Verse number 20. Deceit fills the hearts that are plotting evil. Joy fills the hearts that are planning peace. You can tell a lot about a person just by their demeanor. A person who is contentious and not at peace is a person whose heart is filled with deceit. They are never satisfied with themselves or others, so they are always plotting and scheming to take advantage of another person. In contrast, a person who is at peace with themselves and others is a person whose heart is filled with joy. The joy promotes that peace. Verse number 21. No harm comes to the godly, but the wicked will have their fill of trouble. A person who is good and godly will be wise enough not to put themselves into situations that may cause them harm. They dwell in God as their shelter. On the other hand, those who practice evil will end up in situations that are not good and has the potential for continual trouble. Verse number 22. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in those who tell the truth. As with verses 19 and 20, lying is never wise, and God is opposed to those individuals who have chosen a lifestyle that is not truthful. A person who is a habitual liar shows evidence of this every time they open their mouths. Many times, because they have done it so long, this person does not even realize that they are lying. The opposite is somebody who always tells the truth. God takes pleasure in such individuals. Verse number 23. The wise don't make show of their knowledge, but fools broadcast their foolishness. If you are wise and have insight, understanding, and knowledge, there's no reason to flaunt it or to tell others about it. It will be evident in all areas of your life. In the same manner, those who are foolish have a strong desire to proclaim their knowledge to everyone. It will not take long for everyone to understand how foolish they are based on their continual self-proclamation. Verse number 24, work hard and become a leader. Be lazy and become a slave. There is no substitute for working hard. When you do, others will see your consistent persistence, ethics, and abilities, and they will desire to follow you as an example. The opposite of this is someone who refuses to work, or only works what is absolutely required. When this happens, they will end up being enslaved by the person who does work hard. Verse number 25, worry weighs a person down. An encouraging word cheers a person up. Worry and stress are harmful and become a burden to anyone who chooses to allow them to control their lives. It becomes a heavy weight that restricts that person from living the rich and satisfying life. In contrast to this, when we are free from fear, worry, and stress, then we will have the energy and capacity to proactively encourage others. When we make it a habit of encouraging others, we will be refreshed and filled with encouraging cheer also. Verse number 26. The godly give good advice to their friends, but the wicked lead them astray. The good and godly person always wants what is best for the other person. They are ready and willing to share advice and instructions when it is needed. The wicked may act as if they desire to assist others, but they selfishly lead others down the road to the wrong path for their own purposes. Verse number 27. Lazy people don't even cook the game they catch, but the diligent make use of everything they find. Lazy people waste all the resources that they have either earned or that have been given to them. They are not willing to work hard to do what is necessary to enjoy life and assist others. In contrast to the lazy person, the diligent person works hard and wisely and utilizes everything that he has. And verse number 28. The way of the godly leads to life. That path does not lead to death. There are two primary paths in life. If you follow the way of the godly, then the trail leads you to a rich and satisfying life. When choosing this path, you do not have to be concerned about the outcome because it always leads to life. The path of the wicked is a downhill path of a life of destruction and eventually even spiritual death. Well, that completes our exploration for the nuggets of wisdom found in the second half of Proverbs chapter 12. There are so many that we can apply to our everyday life so that we will become wiser. The key of this section is to be truthful in all that you do because truth will stand the test of time. Our next track will be Philosophy Friday, where we will forge the trail of attitude within the cycles and seasons of life. So encourage your friends and family to join us and then come along with us on Friday for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our trek for today. Just as you enjoy these doses of wisdom, we ask you to help us to grow Wisdom Trek by sharing it with your family and friends or in person when you meet with them and invite them to come along with us each day. If you'd like to listen to any of the past daily treks, they are available at wisdom-trek.com. And don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, or Google Play, so that each trek will be downloaded to you automatically. The journal for today's trek is available at wisdom-trek.com, and I thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you on Friday.